I can say that.
I've like never done television before.
Never.
Yeah. So embarrassing. Can I?
That is so cool.
So cute. These are beautiful wood cabinets, but the function, maybe not.
Well, Jo's previous cabinets were probably very high quality when they were put in, but I'm afraid maybe there wasn't a kitchen designer involved in the design. Cabinets were built well, but it wasn't designed correctly. It wasn't laid out correctly. So I was excited to give her a space that was really thoughtful.
I don't think that we thought about food storage as something that's really important when we were buying this kitchen.
And now, again, as they're getting older, they certainly help themselves a lot more, and they're not necessarily neat about it.
A kitchen designer takes all of that into consideration.
My kitchen design seems to gravitate towards English type kitchens. That has just been something that has caught my fancy and did many years ago, to the point where I've really studied it and appreciated it.
I think the main difference between an American and an English designed cabinet is the difference between overlay construction and flush inset construction. And an overlay construction is in most American cabinets. The cabinet doors and drawers lay on the face frame of the cabinet. And in flush inset construction, the doors and drawers close into the cabinet, into the face frame. Aesthetically, it just speaks to me. In areas that you work a lot and you stand in front of a cabinet, you really need what's often called a toe kick. So that you stand in front of the cabinet and your toes have a spot to go in where they're not kicking the face of the cabinet.
When designing, especially when I'm in the kitchen and bathrooms, my most important focus is the cabinetry. I love picking cabinetry finishes. I love designing cabinetry details.
I am proposing this dark blue for all this and this whole thing. And this is what I'm suggesting.
Whoa. So it'll look almost like a piece of furniture.
Mm-hmm. Alternatively, we could do this end wall piece in this, and the island gets the blue.
Got it.
So like this whole end would be the blue and that end would be the light.
When you said that, like my heart skipped a beat a little bit too, because I love the idea too, but feeling almost like an armoire.
Do we want to make it feel separate like that, or does it make more sense to have it all look the same so the whole room feels like it's one room?
Well, I'll see that point, which is a great one, and raise you I was like, oh, this whole wall of dark, will that feel too dark?
I had that concern too.
Oh, look at us having the same concerns. I like continuity with a sense of surprise, and that's why I think my heart gravitated more towards the second option.
This color as an island on that your floor
It's going to be so beautiful. Well, it's like
absolutely
it's a little
dramatically gorgeous. I would not mind it on the island.
Right.
1 second.
Right.
It takes us a couple of weeks to put the design into technical drawings, and then it takes 8 to 10 weeks to manufacture the cabinets after that.
Well, no floor, even new or old home, is really ever truly level. So what you really want to do is find your high spot along the entire perimeter of where you're going to be setting your base cabinets, mark that spot, and then from that point on, all your cabinets can be brought up to that. Traditional methods always still good. Levels, they work great. Lasers are really good now. They work really well to give you a level line that you can shim everything up to. And then once you get your base cabinets set at a level, then you have reference to work off of for your upper cabinets.
When I walked in today, I actually saw what I thought I was going to see, which is pretty great. Eric had installed the cabinets in a way that I was very happy with. It was really fun to see where we are now.
Okay.
I love it, Jo.
I mean, I love the way the cabinets turned out. It changed everything. I have an actual problem, which is I love being in this kitchen at any state it is in. And so from the moment we ripped all the stuff out, I would just walk in circles in the empty space. When the flooring went in and there was nothing else in there, Scott would come home and just find me sitting on the floor in there because I like being in there so much. Now that the cabinets are in, I just like walk around and pretend I'm doing things. I like pretend I'm washing the dishes, and I like pretend I'm like taking things out of the dishwasher, and I pretend I'm like baking on the counter with my daughter. It's probably insane.
Since an English cabinet has flush inset doors and drawers, you have to have a piece of hardware on it to be able to open it. And so hardware becomes this beautiful element in a kitchen that's an English-inspired kitchen.
The hardware from Schaubing Company is like the jewelry in this kitchen. The cabinets are so extraordinarily beautiful. For me, the color of the cabinets has really been one of the best parts of this kitchen. The hardware choice in this kitchen was so specific and thoughtful. You don't just see the same exact handle throughout the entire kitchen. You see handles in one area, you see knobs in the other, and how she used them and placed them was really thoughtful too. So each sort of section of the kitchen feels like a piece of furniture, almost more than cabinetry. The hardware is beautiful, but then when you apply that hardware to this cabinetry, it's like it sings. Every single piece is beautiful, but then together it just like creates this experience that you could never possibly get until you see it all.